The Chinese Communist Party's Central Committee kicked off its 6th plenary session in Beijing today. The 4-day conference is expected to see the passing of a resolution that will enshrine President Xi Jinping's place in history. Wenna Wang explains.
Security around Beijing's Jingxi Hotel was ramped up today as Chinese Communist Party members arrived for the meeting. According to state media, President Xi Jinping delivered a work report. He also made explanations to a draft landmark resolution, which members are likely to pass this time. The so-called historical resolution will be the third of its kind in the party's history. The first two were brought up by Mao Zedong in 1945 and Deng Xiaoping in 1981. Some analysts believe it's Xi's way of solidifying his status as an iconic Chinese leader, putting himself amid the ranks of Mao and Deng. They also think he could be paving the way for an unprecedented third term, despite expectations for him to step down in the fall of 2022. And there are signs the president is drumming up public support for that. Special profiles were published in both the Chinese and English versions of state media Xinhua News Agency, casting Xi as the man who will continue to lead China. They called him a core figure in charting the course of history, adding that people around the world are watching Xi just as closely as they were 9 years ago. The articles also dubbed Xi as a people's leader, listing the number of times he visited disaster and poverty-stricken areas. And they praised him for his response to COVID-19, especially during the epidemic's early days in 2020. Xi was also credited for strengthening the party in a number of ways. For example, his sweeping anti-corruption campaign, which shows no signs of letting up, and snuffing out attempts to instigate a color revolution in Hong Kong back in 2019. The plenary session ends on Thursday. Wenna Wang, HKIBC.